yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you're following your boy. It's on Instagram and it's Mr. TALIAFERRO. So let's swift through some comments, some tweets, some posts on Instagram, and I'll kind of explain to you the black story of what I know about this situation because I don't know much at all about it. Apparently, Akademiks was on Everyday Struggle. I didn't even know that show was still around. I thought they took a hiatus, but Akademiks was on his show Everyday Struggle, and he was asked about Freddie Gibbs. And Freddie Gibbs, for those who don't know, was an artist that was formerly signed to Jeezy CTE. Freddie out of Gary, Indiana, has actually been able to, over the last few years, gain some traction over his music. I believe he's relocated to New York, if I'm not mistaken. And Freddie's got a nice little following. That FERRO project has been, look, a lot of people like that FERRO project that he just put out in the atmosphere, to the point where Freddie Gibbs said, at this point in the game, Young Jeezy is irrelevant. And he claimed that he was the best artist going right now. All due respect to Freddie Gibbs, I don't agree with that personally. I'll get into that more in a second. But Akademiks went on his platform of Everyday Struggle and pretty much refuted Freddie Gibbs' claim that he is a more relevant artist than Young Jeezy. Now, fast forward, also in the midst of that, another rapper, goes by the name of Meek, told Akademiks the other day to stop posting them. And not only did that happen, Meek told Akademiks that he's got a video of him that would wreck his life, and that he's thinking about posting it in efforts to cancel Akademiks. Meek Mill says Akademiks is bad for the culture, and he wants to cancel DJ Akademiks. So you have Akademiks into it with a couple of rappers. Yeah, that is the gist of what I'm going to go into a deep dive on both of those stories. Please do some extra research on that. It's just dudes arguing on the internet, rappers versus a blogger. Can I tell y'all what I really feel for the next, 3-4 minutes? I'll just give y'all a little bit of commentary because people have asked me about this one, and I guess people really want to know how I feel about it. I guess I don't come across to people as like a corny Akademiks type blogger because I don't really get those comparisons nowadays. I've kind of created my own lane for myself, and I don't really feel like people look at me as corny or whatever, but it is what it is. Maybe you do. Here's what I'm feeling when I think about Freddie Gibbs and Meek Mill versus Akademiks. So there are different types of not being cool in high school, and let me explain to you where I fit in. I was broke in high school for the most part. I got a job my senior year or whatever. For the most part, I was broke in high school. I believe because I was broke and didn't have it like that, and because of the school that I went to, what up, Craigmont High School, Memphis, Tennessee, because there was so much drug money getting, in and out of the school, people was having it. I didn't have as much money as the dudes selling drugs, and like the basketball kids were not only hoopers, but also they even had more money than me. Because of that, I felt like I was just uncool, but people knew me. See, I was uncool because I ain't have it like that, but people knew me. To this day, I don't think I dress cool. All right, people knew me though. People knew me. The coolest people in the school knew me. They knew my group, and I knew my friend group. What I think Akademiks suffers from is a different type of uncool. You want me to believe about what I believe about DJ Akademiks is I think he was irrelevant. Meaning, maybe he had it, maybe he didn't. I don't know him. I never met the brother, never had a convo with the brother. I'm pretty sure Akademiks is you uncool and we don't even know you exist. That's different. Reason why I bring that up is because when you're cool and you're uncool and nobody even knows you exist, you want to be so relevant that people can never forget you. So what Akademiks has done is, and I'm a part of this industry, right? I have to admit this. He has outworked the entire industry. He's ran circles around hip hop the last 3 or 4 years. Literally ran circles. Go look back. He has been ahead of the media game every step of the way. Every step of the way. Whether it was YouTube, Instagram news, Twitch, he has always been 3 steps ahead of the game. And because he's always ahead of the game, it's kind of made his platform undeniable. And that bothers, especially Meek Mill. Boy, does that bother Meek. Meek would love to cancel Akademiks. I think that's one of Meek Mill's goals, is to cancel DJ Akademiks. I think that's what he wants to do. And I think that's whack. You know, rappers need to realize in 2020, it's not just your music doing it for you. People are interested in you, the person, nowadays. Your music, and I'm not talking about Meek specifically, I'm just talking about generally speaking. For a lot of rappers, their music is no longer good enough to command an audience. It's everything else. With NBA YoungBoy, maybe one of the biggest rappers in the game right now. Yeah, that's why your favorite rapper wants to feature with YoungBoy, because they know he's got the internet. Why does YoungBoy have the internet? He's allowed people into his personal life. I'm not saying you gotta do it that way, but it has been one of the most effective ways for rappers to get off the ground. One of the biggest artists in the game right now, the guy that had the #1 record in the country last week, is a known rat informant. You think he'd be able to get that following without some of the antics that he did and got out of prison doing? That bothers me. I don't look. Would I personally get along with Akademiks? No, probably not. Freddie Gibbs, absolutely not. And he keep running around here saying he was bigger than Young Jeezy, or is bigger than Young Jeezy right now, is very disrespectful. And in my opinion, untrue. Freddie Gibbs, all due respect to you, my brother, you doing your thing right now. Even with Young Jeezy not rapping, yo, you are not a bigger deal than a down south legend in Young Jeezy. You can't call him irrelevant. Even if him being irrelevant in 2020 because he's a legend is still more relevant than you, Freddie. It's the facts are the facts. Come down south with that mess. Come to Atlanta. Come to Memphis. Come to Nashville. Come anywhere down south with that. Come to Mississippi. Anywhere in Mississippi. Come down anywhere in Arkansas. Come down south talking about you're more relevant. Come down to Charlotte, North Carolina. Come down here telling people you're more relevant than Young Jeezy. And see how that will go over. They will never give you that. I'd argue, I'm not even sure if your show would sell out down south. I'm not sure about that. You sold a few copies. Okay, cool. Y'all be hyping these rappers who kind of lyrical, but not Kendrick Lamar level lyrical. That kind of talk about issues, but don't really get into it. Still talk about the streets a lot. Y'all be overselling these dudes. No disrespect, it's just y'all be overselling these guys. The music don't be that great. Just putting it out there. So in regards to the academic situation, I'm sure they do want him canceled. Bruh is running circles around hip hop right now. And the thing with Ak is he don't want to fall out of the graces. Like when you fight for a position at the table and you whack and you uncool and you unpopular the way I believe he was uncool and unpopular and irrelevant, you do anything to stay in that position. The thing that will get Akademiks, what his downfall will be, and you can bookmark this video, his downfall will be he don't want to leave the spotlight. And he'll do anything to keep that spotlight, whether it's doing an interview with Tekashi 6ix9ine, doing like his downfall will be he will do anything to stay in the spotlight. Anything to make these rappers still beg him for DMs. This is all about power with him right now. This is all about power. So do I care for any of these brothers involved in this video? Personally, no, I like Meek's music. But no, I do not care. Because they all got flaws. You got Freddie Gibbs saying he's more relevant than Young Jeezy, right? Or alluding to that. You got Meek Mill trying to cancel a block. Like, yo, Meek, just unfollow, bro. Like, you want to... None of us own Twitter or Instagram. It's not ours. We don't own this shit, right? You want to take something from somebody else that bad because you hate to see their platform grow. You literally losing your mind. In regards to you saying Akademiks post about beef and stuff in the culture, you're 100% right. Absolutely. Is that overdone with platforms like Ak and hell, bring it down to me or Say Cheese or whomever? Absolutely. But rappers still rapping about it. Y'all want people to big y'all up all the time and never let no one cover the story maybe the way y'all don't want it to be told. Y'all want people to big y'all up. Meek wants people to big him up all day and night and never say anything back. Never talk about the things that he's discussing in his music. Meek wanted to go on social media and diss Drake, say that man had a ghostwriter. Literally, Drake admitted that took credibility from his rap career. Drake ain't been able to get that credibility back. But when you do corny stuff like that, you want us to look the other way. One of the all-time corniest moves in hip-hop history came from Meek Mill, not Akademiks, posting about another man not writing and then getting upset and admitting you was on drugs while you did it. Like, that ain't cool either, brother. Like, rapping about killing your brother ain't cool either, bruh. Y'all put the bait out there and these bloggers pick up on it, and we're getting really good at it. And I know that's bothersome. And these platforms ain't just reaching 10 people no more. 20,000 people. Nah, 400,000 people in 50 hours. In 50 minutes. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment box below. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Again, look, to each his own. I think a lot of people are very upset. From Akademiks to Meek to Freddie Gibbs. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. I'm out.